Now I'm live. Now I tweet.
Oh, cool. Great. You're live.
Hi,
And
guys.
I switched ears because ears.
Ears. Switching ears. And now live with Dragon for some EU friendly drunk and talk
I
Thursday.
thought you said drunken talk, and I'm like, mm-hmm.
No, that's for drunk shit Dragon says. Come on now.
Which has no channel to be posted to anymore.
Oh, it's okay. I still got the archives. Come on, I
You
can
have a
type my own channel. There we go. Tweet. Hey guys, Spam Waits here. I am joined with. Welcome
dragon.
to another Truck and Talk Thursdays. It's EU time because it's morning. I was like, who
That's
tweeted me? Oh, you liked the tweet. Okay. We're good.
duh.
Duh. I'm gonna see if I can mute this shit. There we go. I don't need volume on my iPad. So, yeah, it's Truck and Talk Thursdays where I usually truck and we talk and stuff. Yeah, I'm joined with Dragon again. It's been a while, actually. Um,
Yeah, last time was your birthday.
actually, yeah. It's weird to say that's 2 weeks ago, but yeah, it's been 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks since we did a stream.
I know, right?
Oh, I was going for a Bare Naked Lady reference, but okay.
Oh.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
God damn it. Now I realize where this is going.
Wow.
Stop. No. I'm glad to have you as a guest. Let me deliver some maple syrup. Wait, when do I need this be done?
Maple syrup. What?
We'll go travel some maple syrup. How far do I have to drive? I realize I'm already driving. Where do I start? Okay. Let's see. Can I at least drive and talk like I try to do, and then sometimes forget that I'm doing it? No.
Yeah.
um.
I said yes.
Okay, I have to go all the way to Steneline. Cool. Um. But yeah. Hi.
Hey, let me help you. Hi, Spam. How was
Hi.
your week?
There we go. Thank you. I just realized that's like I'm in an awkward transition. How do I transition out of this shit? Um.
Your co-host helps.
Yeah. Weirdly does. But let's see. How has my week been? Pretty. And I don't know. I want to say pretty quiet, at least compared to like the past few weeks. It's been pretty quiet. Haven't heard much in the job front, so I can't tell if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Could be a good thing because I'm going on vacation in 2.5 weeks. It's a bad thing because I haven't heard anything from them.
Oops.
Which means when I come back in May, gonna definitely ramp up on job hunting again. So
Come to the United Kingdom. I mean,
I could need to re-expand my horizons and looking for jobs because I remember talking to my aunt that isn't an aunt because Filipino-ness.
yes.
Talking about it's like how's your job hunting going so far? It's like kind of still getting around, trying to see where I can actually land a job. Hi, phone for ringing. And then it was just like they brought back up the idea of just like looking at a state, and I'm probably looking at a country. And as you brought up looking at a country, it's like maybe I'll do that too. So definitely I might reconsider it again, just to see if it leads to any places. Might not know. Sometimes it will, sometimes it doesn't. But at least so far, well, I haven't really searched as of recent, but we'll see when it comes down in when I most likely come back. We'll probably start taking a break and job hunting because of vacation. Yeah.
Yes. Sorry.
Um, Aside from that, speaking of vacation, my parents really encouraged me earlier or last weekend to start packing because they've already more or less finished packing aside from maybe a few things that might need to be bought at like Walmart or something like that. So just like food to bring, like American food to bring home because yeah, it's a weird thing. What's my
It
concern
is
before
weird.
I forget? Oh, that was a terrible turn. But for the most part, I managed to get like literally all the clothes packed. Needed. Oh, I missed the fucking thing. Thanks. Backing up. Okay. Engine brake. Enter. I got most of the things packed. So basically, like half my closet is like empty now.
Wow.
Not really half. Maybe like a quarter. But like all the shirts I wear at home, um, shirts where I wear outside. Yes, I have it separate. Um, my jeans and like socks and underwear, they're pretty much cut in half right now. Half of it is literally filled in a bag that is now weighed 40 pounds full of clothes.
Oh my god.
Because my parents be like, yeah, you should bring a lot of clothes because we're probably not going to be doing a lot of laundry there because they don't really like have like they have a washer, but they don't have a dryer, so it might take a while to like dry.
Hey,
stuff.
same.
Oh yeah, you do. I forgot about that.
We have the hang.
Where am I supposed to go? Let's just press enter. Can I press enter? Oh, I can. So, you know, there will be a slightly hard time, and especially if there's like a lot of people staying at the house. One washer with a lot of people, you're not really gonna get that much of a time to get your clothes washed per se. So my parents would be like, yeah, just pack enough, like probably for like, they'll try and find a time to wash some of them, but try to pack as much as you can so you don't have to do laundry. So everything managed to fit in one bag and weighs 40 pounds. You can tell how much clothes that would be if you think about it. But yeah, basically half of the things I usually wear are in that bag. So that's ready. And I know for the fact my parents have been ready more or less, aside from actually I think their luggage is ready. Just a matter of packing carry-on. So that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna do mine probably next week. Once I try to figure out what I'm planning to bring specifically. And my idea of what I might bring in the Philippines, aside from my clothes, it's probably my MacBook, because it's nice to have a laptop with me. There'd be internet, and not be like as fast or cheap, I guess, unlike here in the States or like in the majority of countries. But it'd be nice to just stay updated. That is not my phone. That's usually not my phone. And plus, I'd rather bring that thing and leave it here for 3.5 weeks. God knows what will happen to it. Hopefully nothing would happen to it if I do leave it here. But do plan on bringing that, just so I could, go online, maybe play a game or two or whatever during downtime. Bring my iPad because it's always great to have a slightly bigger device than your phone, but a slightly smaller device than your laptop to do whatever. So I'm gonna have a fun time at TSA. I promise you that. Bringing all these.
That sounded like an advertisement.
I wish it was, but it isn't. Come on,
So the way you promoted it, I was like, damn.
So I'm bringing that. Bring my MacBook. Bring my iPad. We're gonna bring 3 phones.
Whoa.
One is my main phone, which is right here. This is the one that actually uses on contract. Not really on contract, but this is like the one that holds my actual US SIM. I do have my old phone, which is Samsung Galaxy, which I'll be using the phone in the Philippines, so I don't end up losing my main phone and then call for help in the new world. Not the new world, but in the new destination I'll be going to. I don't know. I don't know how to word that part, but you know what I mean.
No, I didn't, because I'm distracted. What?
That's okay. Basically, I'm going to be using my old phone as the primary phone when I'm in the Philippines. That is already unlocked. That will be getting a SIM card when I'm there, and that's the phone I'll be using when I go around the Philippines. The third phone is, oddly enough, a phone that came from the Philippines like about 3 years back when my mom went. That's also going to have a SIM card as well in the Philippines. It'll be used by, I think, my parents for the most part, because they don't want to use their iPhones mainly, just in case if it does get stolen. My dad's very paranoid, has pretty high paranoia of phones being stolen in the Philippines, which I don't blame him. So rather than losing your main phone, you lose the throwaway phone, spare phone,
Your burner phone.
burner phone. Oddly enough, yeah, like you're not wrong. But yeah, that will be the one where we'll just like be mainly using in the Philippines versus our main phones that we use here. So hence why I'm gonna bring 3 phones, and hence why TSA is gonna really, really like me. Um,
Fun.
One last thing I'll be bringing is my camera, which is my DSLR. Let's not crash into a pole now, Daryl. Um, I'll be bringing that with me, so hopefully I'll remember to take photos, which means hopefully I'll remember to charge my thing here, so at least...
Make a to-do list.
Oh yeah, I need to, actually. Okay, let's not start on a high gear now and actually drive correctly, thank you.
Farm is
I'll
a
be
forest.
bringing my DSLR, be taking pictures. This would be nice because I've always wanted to take pictures. The last time I was there in the Philippines in 2006, but I didn't have a camera back then. That was my mom's camera. Now I have my own and a plethora of phones and a bunch of stuff, so I'll take a lot of pictures just so I can remember a lot of things. Maybe do a video or two just to remember stuff because as much as I kind of remember the trip in the Philippines back in 2006, I can only recollect them through pictures, and I feel like I could recollect them more through both pictures and video, so that would be cool. I'm not going to say I'm going to be doing a vlog there, because it's a vacation. As much as I would want to, it depends if I can do it. Because I would be with other family members and such. Maybe do like a little monologue, but that's about it. I would rather want to show like the places because Philippines is like very more or less different than in the States. Heck, even the UK and like this side of the world, really.
Hey, at me.
So I would want to show it mostly through pictures. It's gonna be a lot easier taking a picture because all I gotta do is snap a pic, put it on Instagram. That goes through Facebook and Twitter. That's like really easy. Video, on the other hand, that does kind of require some prep. Because you gotta be sure of what you want to record and all that stuff, and permissions and like that. There be chance that you have to get permission. It'd be cool, but I'll see. If I do it, I do it. If I don't, that's how it is. But definitely with the DSLR, I'm gonna try and take a lot of pictures because I want to just remember the big trip that will be happening in literally 2.5 weeks. Damn. So I'll do that, hence why I'll also bring my laptop. Maybe I'll upload those photos up on like social media itself as well. So there's a lot to be packed in a carry-on bag, and plus like toiletries, spare pair of clothes just in case something happens during travel, at least to the Philippines. So spare pair of clothes, all that stuff. Hopefully I can meet the under 15-pound requirement. I think I probably can, at least with all the electronics that I've mentioned, the main things that I've mentioned, plus chargers and such, because yeah. I'm pretty sure that oddly enough the Philippines have the same kind of plug and kind of the same voltage as the States, so I should be fine. I shouldn't need any extra adapters. I just do need to mind the varying voltages, because let's not break things and send sparks and then create fires. Oops. I plugged it into the wrong spot. So there's that, and just getting a lot of like the finer, not really finer details, kind of finer details actually. Throughout this week, just trying to get stuff ready for the trip, so that's including medicine, more toiletries, amongst other stuff. So I've just been shopping with my parents for this past week, just getting ready for it. Just try to pack as much as we can to bring over, which now includes our clothes and plus stuff to bring to like cousins and such. So it's almost done. The packing's almost done, and we're more or less ready for this trip. aside from that, and helping out Brianna learning how to drive, for those who doesn't know,
How's it going with all that?
um, she's doing good. She really knows how to drive. She still needs to work on her braking, mostly. So I gotta really hone down, especially since I have like I have 3 more chances with her. So hopefully, so she can get everything all.
Make her do all the parking.
I need to remember that. I wanted to do that last week, but she wasn't feeling that well, so I just wanted her. Let's just make you just drive straight. Just stay at speed. Just want to see how you brake on faster speeds and all that stuff, and then want to make her go into the city and be like, too much things going around. But there's like a handful of things to work on left, but aside from that, she's pretty good at driving.
Yay.
So hopefully she'll pass in less than a month's time because her test is on the 22nd. So if you want to send her good vibes. But yeah.
That's my last day of vacation.
So there's that. Just been teaching her that. Also, do I dare talk about it? I know I talked about it to you not yesterday. Was it Tuesday? Monday. I managed to slow down my truck to 0. Whoops.
Wow. He has the problem of gaming and talking.
I really did. I was just slowing down for a car and I was going to speed up, but I just had my foot on the brake pedal as I'm driving. I'm just like, oh. Hello, me. I am completely awake. I promise you that. So, like, oddly enough, I've been hanging out with friends a lot more as of late.
Oh, this. Okay.
Yeah. Been hearing.
I'm going to be quiet.
Just been hanging out with friends a lot more. Because apparently everyone's going, like, at least for people who are going to school, they're on their spring break, so they're in town more often. So we've been catching up, hearing a lot of things. Also had friends who work have changed their schedules around, so we all somehow managed to be able to meet up all on like the same day, which is oddly Friday. I don't know so much about tomorrow, but last week we just somehow managed to meet up with a lot of people then, talking about stuff, trying to catch up, and then like just yeah, and there's like one conversation started rolling around, which is just interesting, to say the least, because I didn't expect. Hi AJ, but does Daryl break out his stream videos as learning aids for teaching how to drive? Wait,
I freaking hope not, AJ. Oh my god.
This is how you turn. No. God. For whatever you've been seeing me how I'm driving right now, it's just no.
No.
I pray to God no. Just no. Do I turn left? Yeah, I do. Okay. But there has been talks of doing something I more or less didn't expect with our group, with my group of friends. Honestly, because I don't usually see it. But I would say Dragon definitely has the experience in it. I think now you know where.
Oh fuck yes.
Yeah, now you figure out what I'm talking about. Okay. I've been. Is this my turn? Yeah. No, that's not my turn. This is my turn. Flip truck over with fiery explosions. Honestly, same. But I've been hearing that some of my friends actually wants to get into D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, which is like both surprising and not surprising. I'd say surprising because I never expected it. Not surprising because we're all nerdy like that. My God, I could make that sound so much better in that context.
We all nerdy like that. Nerdy like that.
Like, that's where my mind went. I'm just like, man, that sounds weird in my head. but not wrong. But there's a few friends that wants to do D&D. I know of like 2 people in our group that actually does D&D, but not with us, but they do it with their college mates. So they've been doing D&D, which I, again, wouldn't be surprised, but surprised at the same time. So there is going to be a possibility. It's just a matter of creating basically everything, which what I've been hearing, it's been interesting, stupid, yet hilarious so far. I kind of explained it to you, but I'll explain it again to you, Dragon.
Yeah, I was just going to say, how so?
So one of our friends wants to become a skeleton, like legit skeleton, who wants to let me grab this job real quick. Who wants to be a thief, if I recall correctly. So he'll be just stealing basically everything.
Well then,
turn off the brakes. And what I've been hearing as of late, he's like he wants to be. Oh shit! Nailed it. I hit the fucking post. That's great. But come on, search. Okay. Yeah, he would be stealing basically everything and anything from like dungeons, people, whatever, wherever.
I would be a very mean and cruel DM where I would make him roll disadvantage on stealth checks because of shaky, rattly bones.
Oddly enough, apparently he like kind of read upon it where he can actually just be Apollo Bones itself and just hide. So there's some stealth disadvantages, but there's also some advantages of just being plop Apollo Bones.
Oh, AJ.
My God. But he definitely wants to steal like bones just in case if he needs to rebuild his body, because he wants to use all the bones in his whole body as a weapon.
Okay. Yeah.
Interesting perspective. He looked it up, and it can work. Somewhere.
Yes, it can. I made an enemy like that against my roommate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It just like throws a femur.
No, more like fucking our bow and swords aren't working, so leg.
Also, apparently, he also had the intention of using his fingers as guns. Yeah, so, and then a bunch of like a bunch of other like creative ways of being like one thing and another.
Yeah.
So like have a human body, bone wise, but then I have a dog head. And such. So it all depends on what happens throughout that whole campaign that would lead to that point. Brianna wants to be a big bear that wants to sex literally everyone. So that's just gonna be
one sexy as fuck bugbear.
Yeah. I'm probably the ever so slightly normal. I'm gonna be a cat who's gonna be a mage who just likes to throw fire and maybe throw a fit, and then
ooh, a tabaxi. Like, are you gonna be like a tabaxi sorcerer?
Yeah,
or
I think what I had is a
or
tabaxi
wizard,
sorcerer.
or warlock, or cleric, or
Definitely, I think it definitely a tabaxi sorcerer. I was thinking about wizard, but I was just like, nah, I'd rather inherit my magic than
Well, sorcerers can get their magic from nature, and if you're a kitty cat, you would like that.
Yeah.
Meow.
But then I might be a slight pyro, and then because if I get easily stressed out, I just throw a bunch of fire. Because hello, we're all a team of misfits. I need a misfit.
Oh boy.
In context.
Oh gosh, AJ, I don't like that's crazy. That's weird. I don't know.
You can take his skull and put it on any of their pile of bones to take over that shape. Also, there's also a point in time where he does turn into a pile of bones, and he's just all disintegrated because he used his whole body as a weapon. We take the pile of bones, except it's the wrong pile of bones, and then we leave him in the dungeon. So there's a lot of scenarios that have been thought out. It's just a matter of is it going to happen or not. We'll see. But that's what we heard so far. It's just a matter of getting the other people to get their characters ready. I mean, we've heard about AJ's what he wants to be. I didn't expect a slime dragon so you could give slime covered hugs. That's okay. I know he wanted to be a dragon. I just didn't expect the other part. So that's basically like about a little over half our group. There's still like I think maybe one or two other people that still needs to create their character. This is gonna be planned like probably over the summer when everyone's back at home, at least for the university kids, when they're back at home, and when we'll all have time to just either meet up on Skype or in real life if we end up doing it. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes, like literally. So that's in the works. We'll see if it ends up happening. If it does, maybe I'll record it. We'll see. It'd be funny to hear this stupid campaign because it's gonna be pretty stupid of what I'm hearing so far.
Yeah. Hey, nerd.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be okay to like call or like stream for a bit, and I can jump in a bit? I just have the guy that was supposed to call me at 6 is now available to call me at 7:30.
Oh no.
I will be back as soon as I can. I think it might be a short call, but I'm not sure.
All right, no worries.
Okay,
I'll keep on
I will just
talking.
mute myself, and I'll jump back in when I can.
All right, just press the call button, and I'll just hear it over Skype.
No, I'm just gonna mute myself. I'm gonna stay in the call.
Okay,
I'm calling on my phone.
Okay, got you.
Okay. Have fun talking, boy.
Okay. And now I'm me again. Oh, break. So, that's what might be going on. Again, we'll see if I end up recording it or not. It'd be cool because I just want to hear our stupidity because our stupidity is great. For those who actually follow me on my YouTube channel, oh boy, does that mean I have Daryl here to all to myself. Yeah. Have fun hearing me on your day off. I think you're off, AJ, if I remember correctly. What was I gonna say? So we'll see. I do want to record because if you guys follow me on my channel, you can hear the stupidity, at least through Cards Against Humanity, amongst many other mini games. So hearing us playing D&D might sound fun. There'll be a lot of salt being thrown, just in case, because depends on how our DM wants to play. But it'll be fun. We'll see how that all works out. D&D sounds fun. I am off. All right, cool. So we'll see. Stay tuned in the summer because that's when it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of us planning out the time, AJ and everyone else. So yeah. Aside from that, the hell did we do AJ last week? Aside from maybe planning out D&D, playing a little bit of Final Fantasy because I've been slowly getting back into it. For now, at least till before I go to the Philippines. Oh, yeah, right. You need to go pick up your Shadow Paladins for Vanguard. Thank you for bringing me back into Vanguard-ish. I still kind of want to build a new deck, but I don't want to spend the money on it just yet. Glad to know I don't know how to play Vanguard. No, not really. Glad to know my RNG in Vanguard has been great. More or less. But never thought I would kind of get back into the game. I still kind of want to build a new deck, but that requires money, and while I have the money, no. That guy that covers for what? Said he had the shipment today. Oh, okay. Hopefully, maybe you can finally build a deck and then build the rest. Still kind of, yeah, I know I kind of want to build a new deck, but again, money. I'll see maybe after I come back from the Philippines if I can build it. I know it's still kind of expensive to build the deck I want, but we'll see. But getting back into the game, that's great. I mean, I'm not investing in it. Let's not crash into a guardrail. I just getting to try to see how I can improve from there. Ah, okay. So, basically how we did deck building years back. Basically what we do deck building in general. Man, I kind of want to go back into building decks again. It's been a while actually. It's been a little over a year now. Because I built this Royal Pal. No, yeah, I built this Royal Pal deck almost a year ago. Now that I think about it, with whatever money I had left from Kool-Aid. We kind of. What's the deck you want? I wanted to build the Cold Paladin one, so that's the Ezel deck. The long main deck. Wow. It'd be him. I forgot what we called him again back in the day. Holy shit, I can't remember. You'll remember it. I want to build his deck and try and play because I heard it's really good. Not tier 1, but it's really good deck. But I'll see. He's still pretty up there in terms of his main card, so I don't know how I'm gonna build it per se. Ezel. So do want to build that. Bake them cookies. There we go. No, that's Garmore. Was it Garmore that cooked cookies? I think it was Garmore. Ezel was hippie. Oh yeah, he was the hippie one. His hair. If you ever see incandescent line blonde Ezel, ever search that up on Google, you can see he has very long hair. She. They're both. No, he. It's a he. So there's that. I can't remember Ezel. Yeah. It's a he. Okay, thanks. Yes, there we go. I forgot you were Ezel. So yeah. I wonder when I'll be able to build it. We'll see. Okay, but I do want to get back in. I would want to get back into Vanguard like how I did before, like times before, especially back in university. But that requires money, and I like to buy. I actually would like to I would want other things now other than Vanguard, but it'd be nice to just build that one deck and be done with it. So I guess there's that too. Let's not break. Oh no. Phone, please. Oh boy, here we go, Oslo. So there's that. Also, I'm realizing I'm driving in Northern Europe. Maybe I should drive to Germany because I know Dragon's going to Germany in about a week's time. No. Amsterdam with friends and then going to Berlin. Wait, I should find a trip going to Berlin. I'm going north. Shit. Where is Berlin? Dresden, Frankfurt, Brussels, Berlin. Okay. I'll go that way. Actually, no, Amsterdam, but like, oh, I don't know if when I can respond. Sorry. I just like remembering I'm driving in Northern Europe. Yes, go to Germany. Okay. I feel like you can afford. You just don't want to spend any money ever. It takes you forever to buy anything. I mean, yes, because I have a very high buyer's remorse with a few things. Even though the past few things I've bought, it's not really much buyer's remorse, but yeah. Also, you need to get a house or some kind of freedom from your parents. I know, AJ, I know. One day, I'll get that freedom. I don't know when. Plot twist, I won't get that freedom. Actually, now that you mention about, like, life in general, I just remembered one thing. So, I've been in talks with parents about life, like actual life. How to go on with the future and all that stuff. Because my mom is old, not as old as your mom, or your parents actually, AJ, but they're like literally second in line in terms of age. My mom is planning to retire sometime next year, sometime in October 2020. At that point, she'll throw in a towel, get her pension and all that stuff, and then try to live the comfortable life as we can. Hopefully with as minimal debt minimal debt as we can. Because to be fair, to be honest with you, like, we're not a perfect family. We do have debt all around, and we're planning to clear that by hopefully right after retirement. Oh shit! Yeah. So there will be a slight because my mom's planning on retiring in late 2020, basically. Um, if I don't end up finding a job, there might be a chance I might be moving out of California. Might. It depends. It depends if I can find a stable job here to, one, pay for this house, if I end up living here in Stockton, and or two, paying for anything else to just sustain life here as I live here, because there might be a high chance my parents will be moving to Texas to live with my brother if it comes to that point, because even though we bought the house, it's still on a mortgage. You still have to pay the mortgage. If again I don't find a job, we're planning to sell this house and then jump ship to Texas. I feel like shit. You could move, yeah. So there's a possibility I could be moving with them. Might be a possibility I'll be living here. It depends if I manage to find, if I can land a permanent job here or anywhere in California. With at least my major and all that stuff, kind of tricky, at least in terms of finding a computer science job. Any other job, it'd be okay, but it wouldn't be able to pay the house and all that stuff, so there's still a possibility I'll be sold, but then I could probably live with other people. Who knows? Could move to smaller places, doctor. Probably, yeah. That if I end up finding a job here and it won't pay enough for this house, I'll just probably sell it and I'll move to a smaller place. But why are we slowing down? Oh wait, okay. So, but that's gonna be again in about a year and a half, almost 2 years, because that still requires a lot of planning. My mom still has to go through the retirement process. Once we do that, we have to get this house ready if we wanted to sell it. So that will still take some time. Hopefully the economy don't go to shit by the time that happens, so we could sell our house with a decent amount of money, because we bought this house right after the big crash happened, the big recession happened, or actually during the recession when it was really cheap. So we managed to get this house for a pretty decent price. Hopefully, if the economy still stays roughly the same as now, we could probably sell it for a decent amount of money, and then probably pay off a lot of probably pay off like a lot of loans, a lot of debt that we have, so it could be all cleared out. How much do you own the house? Is it less than half? Heck no, it's not less than. Heck no, it's not less than half.
Boop, I'm back.
Hello, welcome back. Did
keep talking.
Did the call happen or not?
No, we get busy suddenly.
To answer AJ's question, I guess it's less than half. No. My parents actually refinanced about 2 years ago to do some renovations to this house, because there was like some things. Actually, the main renovation that I remember is the laminate floors that we have throughout the house. I remember that. Stock is getting popular, so prices are they're going up. Like, I hopefully it does stay the same, because a lot of people are saying we are in time for another recession, considering timing wise in the economy.
Gross.
Yeah. But
mind you, I'm living in a country that's gonna fuck everything up for themselves, so
yeah, I pray for you. Oh, I gotta take it. That's okay. So
oh no, AJ said the word. Sorry, I'm distracted.
Thanks. I was about to say the word too. That would have been bad. New Year's resolution. I can't say that word. I can't say big O. Yes, I call it big O. Shh.
The big O.
It's also computer science, which is terrible.
It also sounds like.
Yeah, that
Something else.
that they're all intentional. I promise you.
Oh shit! Did I just close Twitch chat? I did. I'm sorry. 1 second. Fuck.
No worries. So there be a possibility that if I don't end up finding a stable job that could, a stable job in general here in California, I'll probably be moving with them to Texas to live. Honestly, I'd say a simpler life. It'll be definitely smaller than the city I'm currently living in, Stockton. A town of like a city of like 50,000 people, basically Lodi, the city up north. um,
I know that city.
very very quiet country, pretty much country life actually. Um, and then maybe I'll find a job there. We'll see. I know I remember looking at that place one time, tried to find jobs, but I had no response. So it's like, all right, I'm back to California. Here we go.
Well, now you can look again.
Thanks, Dragan. Yeah, pretty much. Finally read that. So there is that. So we'll see. Again, it depends on the whole job front, basically.
Oh, gross. I don't want that image in my head, AJ.
Thanks. I mean, if we end up living in that kind of house, sure, but there's a
No, I need you in fancy ass suits.
Not overalls. Come on now. I used to wear overalls when I was a little child. I
I'll
don't know
see.
why that was a thing, but it was.
Yeah. Were you corduroy bear?
No, I was not corduroy bear. I didn't actually wear corduroy overalls, surprisingly.
Oh man, he ain't nothing but a cowboy. He gonna be living in. Oh, I just got the reference to overalls, cowboys down south. Texas. Yeah.
You know what the funny thing is? When I was actually in Texas for a little bit, I didn't want to buy boots. I didn't want to buy cowboy boots.
Oh my god.
Mind you, this is back in 2014. I was 20. Shit, I can't say I was a teenager still. Damn it. All childs wear overall at some point. Shit, you're right, actually.
You is right. Maybe not kids these days and ages, but when we were widows.
If toddlers, yeah. I think I remember. I don't remember. I was like the oldest I was wearing overalls was, I think, 8 or 9, maybe. Or maybe younger than that. I can't remember. I would have to look through pictures to find it.
When you were a young warthog.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. No, I had to sing it for AJ. You're welcome. I grew up on my grandma's farm, and so I wore overalls a lot, and I really was that farmer girl.
You really love the country life? Ooh, shit.
I was a country girl before I became an all-round city girl.
I mean,
like, for real, though.
Like, I guess there's a difference between country life and farm life, technically.
True, farm life is, you get to look after animals. And you're welcome, AJ. I can sing Lion King for you any day.
But, like, my parents would like to just, like, kind of get away from the city life, I guess. I mean, they like California as much because, just as much, because it's literally the most ideal place to live to when you want to go to the Philippines, because all you gotta do is get a ticket, go to San Francisco or LA. And
why don't you find somewhere like cheaper to live in California?
Because that requires, well, at least with my family, we'd rather live close to, like, relatives that we know or friends that we know. And that's, like, at least for most of them in California, they live in pretty populated areas. So, like trying to move out to the country, but then living with ourselves. There's like, the pros and cons. Be like, hey,
So would you
quiet
guys
life.
be like thinking of like living near your brother?
Yeah.
Ah.
There might be a possibility that we won't stay in the city of Temple where he works at. Find a job here, you hippie. I just crashed into a car. Wow, GG me.
I like AJ. He's the best.
I'll find a job. Just give me a bit. If they actually tells me it's like, hey, you're hired, that'll be great. But at least with the ones I applied to, they said no.
Or they haven't said anything.
Yeah, that too. But it'd be cool if I could actually find a job here at least, and I'll be with friends. Maybe if I make enough, I'd probably even keep this house and have parents stay here, because I know my dad is itching very heavily with my brother to have it move back here to California. So then we can all be together, and yeah, he can make more money, so he can get more money. Oddly enough, that's like my dad's true intention is to have money himself because he is the stay-at-home dad.
AJ, I promise you, I keep on him to keep applying. So he's applied to a lot.
Yeah.
He better have been.
I have.
You lying to me, boy.
No, you ruined me. No, I have, and some has responded, but then it didn't go anywhere. Some hasn't responded at all, and that didn't go anywhere. So.
Others have offered you interviews, and you've heard nothing since.
Mhm.
You need to help him, AJ. Help him. I can't do so much being all the way
Find me
here
a
in the
job
good
that is not
UK.
West Lane Bowl, because I don't want to commute that way per se.
Wow, rude. I was gonna say, AJ, help him. I can't physically be there to help him and hold his hand. She gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass. Daryl comes to the UK to visit me eventually. Maybe I will just come here and be like, Daryl, yay, and smack.
I mean, when you did come to California, you did smack me. I remember that.
I did. He.
I remember that.
I mean, what?
Fun times.
Call employers that offer interviews. Yeah, Daryl. Why can't you pick jobs that actually offer interviews? God.
Well, I try. I did apply. Like, well, I don't know who to go.
Life is hard.
Life is hard. I don't know. Just experiencing it now, and I think about it. Life is kind of hard. I just say kinda. I mean, because yeah.
Life is a shithole of shits.
Keep on their asses because they have plenty of people to cover missing. I read positions as politicians. Jesus Christ, Daryl.
Missing politicians. Okay.
Sifting their applicants. Fair point.
I did ask him to follow up.
I did. They haven't responded.
And then you try again after like 2 weeks, and you'll just keep following up.
Oh, that's not a gate.
Keep following up.
Applicants.
Unless you have HR that is like, we didn't see your email. Anyway, that's my own fault.
We sent an email to you. Have you not got the email? You didn't get hired. Okay. Thanks.
Flipped my work.
Truck, really? Asshole. I already drove straight. Slam into me. Okay. You know, there's a thing called brake. I use it from time to time.
Have they stopped taking my calls? Happy?
Oh, really? People suck, but like keep going. Yeah, definitely.
Yes. Life is throwing you a bunch of like curveballs, but it's only gonna make you stronger.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Thanks, Kelly Clarkson. Thanks, many other
Little
references.
tall. I try to be tall because I need to try to be. I don't know where that came from. Please ignore me. Carry on.
Aww. That's my response to that.
I'm very short, and teaching older kids that are taller than you is like, As if you can't be tall yourself to be noticed, then you got to make your voice sound tall.
Go to Reddit. They have subreddits for this.
Yeah. I'll go work for Reddit.
That too.
What?
So yeah,
Oh, why don't I do this? Oh shit, okay. It's fine.
yeah.
They have subreddits for this.
I'm probably just having a slightly escaping mood right now because I'm still thinking about the big trip in 2 weeks.
Fair.
My mind is set at the moment. Maybe at least back in May, I'm gonna be like, all right, let's actually do something with my life again.
Become work for
Yes,
Reddit.
become the memes. Work for Reddit. I mean, I can't think of many memes nowadays. It's sad.
Daryl, please.
I don't
You
know.
should Daryl, you should work for the news media here in the UK. You can make up many memes about Brexit. That's what they do.
See, I would like to make political memes, but I anger too much people if I do that, and I anger myself
That's
if I
the
do
point. That's the point.
that. Oh, big. Oh. Now that you mention
Oh,
orgasm when you pointed it out, it's stuck in
Okay,
my head.
but
And I'm
like-
thinking orgasm.
But AJ's mentioned orgasm. That was literally the first thing I thought of when you said Big O too. So AJ and I are on the same wavelength again.
Damn it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's life. That's what's been going on, and trip, and yeah. I can't think of any other things actually right now. Yawn.
Oh, you gotta get a good yawn out. Sorry. Oof. Okay. I'm very tired today. Oh, it is in London. Okay, cool.
That's because
Don't worry
big O
about it.
means orgasm. No, big O means big O notation, which is a thing where you try to solve time complexity or space complexity, because science.
Gross.
Yeah.
How dare you, science, in this call?
How dare I talk about educational stuff on Truck and Talk Thursdays?
Okay, you know what? Shut your face. Ooh, Daryl, let's go live on the Isle of Sheppey.
What's in the Isle of Sheppey?
I don't know. I'm on Google Maps. I'm zooming out of London to see how far away this pub is from Wembley, and it's not that
Oh,
bad.
yeah. I don't know why. When you said Google Maps, I remember a video I just watched an hour ago where apparently if you go to China, don't trust Google Maps. They're always wrong.
Here, the hood called Stockton. We don't know science. Well, I agree. I mean, I live in London, and they don't care about science here anymore. Fun fact. But anyway,
Don't they care about philosophy and all this? I don't know. Or stupid
Rose.
politics.
No, they care about English and maths. Maths.
Wow, so old. It's like the country's old-fashioned to be like that. I don't know. Just trying to make a joke about England that didn't work out well.
Wait, I started to panic because I'm like, there's no way that pub is 3 hours from me. Then I realized that's walking distance.
I mean, you can walk for 3 hours if you want to.
No, fuck you. That's after work. I hate you. Shut up.
Oops.
I'm looking at how to get to this place tomorrow night. Thank you very much. Oh, I get to go to South England, London.
I guess one other thing in terms of jobs. Not that I'm considering it, but I'm maybe also kind of am. But it requires a lot of investment. There's a reason why I said it like that. I have an aunt in the Philippines who is like doing franchise work.
Okay.
So just building franchises with not really name brands, but like their own like their franchising team has like their own set of brands of like food stalls and such. My mom was very tempted to start one either there or here, and it was like that'd be cool if I had the capital for it. Honestly, it'd be so nice to actually have. Well, I don't know. At least for Stockton, it can have some more of these food stall thingies, but it still requires capital and investment, and yeah.
That was a lot of like, that sounds like fun, and then I just went to, oh, but you can't do it.
I mean, I can. I would if I had that mindset, which I would do it, but I don't know if I want to jump and take the big risk when I already have a student loan to begin with. So it's like, those weird pros and cons of life. I'm drifting with the truck.
I heard that you were drinking with the truck, and I was like, yo.
I'm good. I need to repair my truck one day, though.
It's a bunny dragon.
Daryl is worried about political memes pissing people off. Also, Daryl, racist jokes for England. Yeah, I realized that. Fair point. I mean, I can't talk about touchy subjects. There's some touchy subjects in life.
Why not? Let's talk about Brexit. Sorry.
No, let's talk about Article 13. Apparently that actually got passed.
It did. Welcome to the EU, where it's like, we're not gonna.
You're not gonna be in the EU anymore if you're going to Brexit. Oh, Jesus Christ! There's the jokes.
That's the sound of impending doom.
In both a good way and a bad way. Good way, you're not part of EU, and Article 13. Bad way, everything is shit.
But I want to point out that Article 13 still is going to affect the whole entire fucking world.
Yeah.
So you can't just say it's an EU thing. It's going to be a world thing.
Though apparently memes and GIFs are actually exempted from the law.
Wow.
It's just that you can't promote any other thing after that.
Cool fun. Great times. I love living in Europe. I mean, what? I need to get out of Europe.
Like, I'm trying to recall like some of the wording of that article per se of that law that
I refuse to read it.
I guess in my
I like
mind,
how I refuse to read anything about Brexit.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not true. I read a lot about Brexit.
That one does affect your future.
It affects my visa
more than
requirements
Article
and
13 per se.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Article 13 will impact how I can do promoting of streamings and things.
I don't know, like my mindset, it's like, I guess it still all depends, it all runs down to whoever decides to like send out those strikes in the first place. Like, okay, you gotta pay a fee, because I don't think like the government's like, no, you're not supposed to do this at all, even though the company probably would want you to do it anyways. But I don't know so much about Article 13 per se. I'm not gonna dive into that until I actually know more knowledge about it.
Meanwhile, Brexit. Theresa May is so fucked. She's gonna end up quitting.
Just because she can't get her fair share in Brexit?
No, it's just more like, if this is gonna work, and like if she's gonna make her cabinet and ministers happy, she's basically has come out recently saying that like, I will quit if you pass Brexit.
So if she quits, then who's gonna be running Brexit?
Well, she quits and she'll run, and then Brexit will be passed. She'll be there long enough to get it implemented,
but then,
or get through the things, and then she'll leave. Trust me, I know it sounds very stupid.
It's so stupid.
Welcome
That's
to
like
Europe.
saying, well, granted, you say that, and then Donald Trump actually put a national emergency just so he could build his wall. So I don't know. There's that too. Political leaders, everyone.
And then Venezuela blocks foreign aid from coming into the country to help their people, because
Yeah, because they're suffering 1 billion% inflation. Like, I wish I was joking, but I'm pretty sure it's 1 billion% now.
Oh yeah. And then there's other leaders out there in the world. Oh, like how Poland, or there's a guy that stabbed a Polish mayor because he was talking at an LGBTQ rally.
There's also the debacle with Australia.
And then Brazil has a very, very, very far right leader right now, who is very anti like humans.
Meanwhile, the Philippines probably does great for the humanity, though pisses off a few people in the process. So we have great leaders, guys. Welcome to the 21st century. We're probably gonna die in about 50 years.
the world is gonna go. We're gonna get really, really angry, and lots of things are gonna happen. And it's gonna be
Hey,
really, really angry, and like, and it's gonna go. Oh, boom.
all you gotta do is press the big button, and then the whole world ends, literally.
Press that big.
That almost happened 2
Conspiracy
years ago,
theories.
guys. Okay, I'm done with the political jokes, I promise.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Meanwhile, North Korea and South Korea are A-okay.
That one, I'm honestly,
Maybe
like-
that's why the world is ending, okay? The Koreas have finally made up.
they're becoming one Korea, one again.
The ferocity with which people fight for political power makes me wonder if they are the right ones to wield. That is
Just
the
watch,
indeed the question.
Korea becomes a
You
new
should be asking.
superpower, and then we're all gonna be screwed. It's not even China, it's gonna be Korea. Fear the
I don't know
Koreans.
about that.
Fear the Koreans
Maybe
with their
that's about it.
K-pop and the fiery noodles. There we go.
Wow.
Okay, I'm done with all the racist jokes. Damn it.
Okay, shut up and eat your rice.
Huh.
I went there. I went there.
I'm just gonna continue driving as a
Should
truck
I-
driver
should
who
you,
tries not to put their political beliefs in front of the driver, in front of the.
Should you maybe actually ask me questions now?
How have you been, Dragon? Aside from this whole debacle of politics.
Life has been very interesting.
I know you had a fun time with a friend last week.
Yes, I did, and I didn't sleep much, and then this week is the week of not really sleeping much still because things are really busy. But sleep is subjective.
You mean sleep is for the weak, as many people say.
Sleep is for the weak. Let the bodies hit the floor. Just kidding.
Also,
No.
last thing, honestly, AJ, same. But that's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I did say I agreed too. But anywho's, me has been going through lots of things as well personally. I has a lots of just I don't even know where to start.
I know you've been to a lot of places. I know you've actually had 2 trips up for 2 weekends and a weekday.
Oh yeah, I went to Manchester for
Twice.
2 weekends. And it was great because the first weekend I literally just chilled because I was getting very stressed out to the point of crying every day.
Oh,
So I got to relax in Manchester at my friend's couch, and we watched a lot of Doctor Who,
so British.
and it was great. I know, it's because I kind of live in this Britain land.
Alright, I'm assuming.
So
Got a question, because I
Yes.
don't really follow the Doctor Who fandom. I'm assuming it's still going on with a new season.
it's a new series with a new doctor, and she's a female.
There we go.
And she's fantastic. And because the doctor has always been a male, so like when the doctor became awakened in this body, he was still like trying to flirt with the girls. That was quite funny, and then she still does.
Okay.
It's really great. It's funny. Doctor Who is the best. I know. I like this series a lot. So I got to watch that all one weekend while in Manchester and chilling like a villain.
Chilling like
Because
a
I had no
villain.
money. Because I basically literally had like very little money left after rent.
Damn, right.
Right, fucking right. And then I brought my friend back with me to London.
Mm-hmm.
And the poor thing had to stay at home all freaking day because I still had to freaking work. Well, she got to enjoy her week off, and that was kind of lame. But we did some fun things in the evenings. We had takeout. We watched like the cleaning up show with Marie Kondo, and it was really cute. And I need to do a lot of that. To be honest,
Love it.
I just need to do a lot of that. I gotta find some important paperwork and stuff for the Easter break.
And then just,
So going through my papers and cleaning will be smart. And it is technically spring.
it's
so
spring. I was about to
cleaning-
say, it's like, oh yeah, I should mention it. I could do some spring cleaning before I leave.
Yay, spring cleaning, I gotta do that. So we gotta watch that, and then, but we also got to go What did we do? We went to Wembley to shop at the London Outlet Mall, which is like a huge shopping place right by Wembley
Is
Stadium.
it cheap?
And what?
Is it cheap?
Oh,
Relative.
yeah. I got paid, and so I was like, fuck it, let's go.
Wow,
And
there.
I had a really, really bad day Thursday last week.
Oh.
Really, well, it was like an okay day up until like the very last class that I covered for. That made me cry. Literally, the
Oh,
first
I
time
remember
classes
you
made me.
telling me that, but didn't like, fully tell me that, but I remember hearing about it.
No, because we'll talk about that after. But it was the first time that I actually cried in front of students.
I can,
So
like overall?
congratulations. Congratulations, Alberton Community School. You actually was one school, and that one fucking class actually made me cry in front of students.
Can I ask the question now of what year it was?
Year 10.
Okay. I'll ask more questions later.
Uh-huh. So it was really, really bad, and I had like a really bad breakdown. I was gonna take my friend Azu to like the convention center that I went to for VidCon.
Mm-hmm.
So we can have some curry, and then we're gonna go over the Thames at night
Ooh.
on the cable car. But I was having such a shitty day that I got paid, and I was like, you know what? I feel like shopping and buffet.
Ooh, buffet.
Yeah. So literally, we went shopping. And I got myself a couple more pairs of pants because I really don't have a lot of clothes, to be
Right.
honest.
Ooh.
I now think I have a total of like 7 pairs of pants. Yeah, lots of shirts. Don't get me wrong.
Just not enough pants.
I'm good for shirts. I'm good for undergarments. I'm good for underwear. I'm good for socks. But pants. Mm-mm. So I finally got myself some more pants, and then I got myself some other stuffs that I don't remember currently, and I'm not sure where any of it is right now.
Right.
Uh, but it's fine. But we did some shopping around, and then I took her to the really cool like global buffet place that has like different kinds of foods from all different countries. And it's a giant buffet, and it's only like 20 pounds for like all that you can eat.
Oh, no, fuck. Almost crashed into that car.
And we really enjoyed it, and we were there for like 2 hours in the buffet place alone, because we were just like trying all a bunch of kinds of foods.
Damn, I want to go to the buffet now. God damn it.
Daryl, come to England. Like you promised.
I know.
AJ, you should work on making him keep promises. Because he always seems to break one of them. But anywho's, it's fine. What else did we do? Shit. Oh, we also went to Kensington Palace and Hyde Park.
Ooh.
Yes, we didn't get a chance to get to Buckingham Palace because I did not realize how big Hyde Park was. And I was like so dead.
That's a pretty big place. I mean, it's probably not as big as like I'm thinking Central Park. I don't know how big it is compared to like Golden Gate Park.
Did you know that London is one of the most greenest cities in the world?
I believe that.
Yeah.
Okay, AJ with the 2 things. Let's go Daryl buffet. And I can't make him keep promises. I'm not a miracle worker.
How fucking true is that?
Shit, that's not the turn I wanted. What the fuck?
So it's 142 hectares.
Hectares, so that'd be...
Because that's what HA is, right?
Yeah, that's hectares.
So let me go hectares to what?
Square miles.
Hectares to square. I can't spell square. Miles.
Squimmy.
Oh boy. 140 hectare. Wait, was it 140 that I said?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like half a square mile. 0.54 square miles.
That's still pretty big.
I don't know what that means. Do miles to what? Square miles to what? Square mile to 8
Shut up, AJ. You saw nothing.
Okay, that's like 346 acres. Holy shit.
That's actually pretty big.
That's big.
That's like,
okay,
that's like a decent community.
Alright, fucking Central Park. Square miles. Square miles. Okay, it gives me kilometers. Okay.
Square kilometers.
So 843 acres. Okay, alright. Fucking shut up. Go away, Central Park. Um, you live in the UK, what's a mile? Actually, AJ, fun fact. The UK is all metric system
Aside from my
except for distance. Distance is actually imperial, like you motherfuckers. I don't know why, I don't know how, but it is, because every time I check the weather, it's like, oh, the wind is like 20 miles per hour.
Oh,
it's like,
right.
what? And then anytime, like, I see traffic, the speed signs,
We're
it's
only
like
going
20.
60. Truck, what the fuck are you doing?
So it is actually miles per hour here in the UK, because it's weird. Everything else in Europe, though, is kilometers.
You mean everywhere in the world except United States?
Yeah, and apparently UK for one aspect of the metric
I
system.
still like
Okay.
how United States the only one that decides to create its own, more or less their own, using their own system.
Yeah, they're weird. But anyway, so we took her to Hyde Park and Kensington Palace. Kensington Palace is really pretty. I posted photos.
Is Kensington Palace? Like I'm assuming around there to Buckingham.
Like literally, if you look on a map, let me get my map. Let's go. London. I spelled London like London.
London.
Alright, I'm gonna describe this the best that I can.
Sorry.
I'm gonna describe this the best that I can.
Okay.
Basically, Azu and I got off at Gloucester Road.
Gloucester?
Yeah, Gloucester Road station, which is Piccadilly line, and we walked like 20 minutes north, and we got to Kensington Palace, which is right at like the southeast western side of Hyde Park. Shut up. The very western edge of Hyde Park. Okay? And then it's la 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 big Hyde Park. All Hyde Park. And then it goes to Hyde Park Corner. And then you kind of leave the eastern side of like the southeast part of Hyde Park, and you walk through the Buckingham Palace Gardens, and then the palace is on the other side. Yeah, and the Hard Rock Cafe is down there apparently.
As many Hard Rock cafes are there in the world.
Oh, and Azu and I, so we walked through Hyde Park. We didn't walk through all of it. We basically walked from Kensington Palace all the way through. We stopped and took lots of pictures of the Albert Memorial and the Royal Albert Hall because it was pretty as fuck. And then we walked all the way down to Knightsbridge Station to go home. So we almost made it to Hyde Park Corner Station and Buckingham Palace. We were close, but legs were dead.
Yeah, when you're doing a lot of walking, I don't blame you.
Yeah, so, but it was really nice and really pretty. And really cute, just to play Pokemon Go together while we walk through.
Ah, yes, Pogo.
Pogo, yeah, Daryl, you need to play so I can send you fucking shit.
I know, I haven't launched that thing in like weeks.
Yeah, and then further east from Buckingham Palace is Big Ben and the Thames and Westminster Abbey. Yo. So yeah, no, it was a lovely time, and I was glad to have her here because, having rough days at work made it bearable coming home to a friend willing to give you hugs.
Right.
So that part was nice. Then I went back up to Manchester, and that's when I did more things. Azu and I went to Sea Life.
Sounds like
It's like an aquarium, and it's really cool. We saw lots of like sharks and fishies.
What was the first thing that popped into my head when you said shark was baby shark? Jesus Christ, Daryl. That's an old thing. Ish.
That is, no, it's not. Trust me, you don't teach years fucking 7 students. Where every time they see you, because they know it annoys you, oh, hi, Miss Wallace, baby shark. I'm like, I hate you.
Why is it year 7s?
Because they're the little shits.
I know, but I thought that would just only be little children and adults that like to meme. Oh, that's so terrible as the latter part.
Well, teenagers like the meme too, okay?
Susie was saying okay, fair. I don't understand this friend that gives hugs. AJ, do you want a hug from me? Let that be, okay?
Daryl, come give me a hug. What the fuck?
I would want to.
But anyway, it was nice though just to have that happen. And then we were in Manchester, we went to Sea Life, and we saw lots of like manatees and crabs and giant crabs that were really scary because they looked like spiders. Like underwater spiders. They were creepy. I didn't like it.
But are the crabs furry like spiders? Some spiders.
I know, no, I wasn't looking that close. It was more like, ooh, God, those legs are gross, and walked away.
How many claws does a crab have now that I think about it? 4?
Daryl, I was not paying attention to count. I was scared and wanted to run away.
Wait, Daryl, please, I know you do.
Wow, yes, AJ, you do have a wife. Anyway, they're creepy. But then we got to see manatees. They had like this nice, cute little like manatee tank, and so they would literally zoom right around, and have the super flap,
flap.
Yes, it was cute. And then Azu and I got like our photo done, and I got like those photo packages. It was fun. And like I like underwater creatures except for things that scare me. So yeah. We saw sea horses.
I didn't hear that correctly.
Seahorses. They had seahorses. And you probably just heard seahorse.
No, I heard sea forces. It's like, did you meet the Navy or something?
The UK equivalent to Navy? No. I met this sea, like, Horsey, the Pokemon?
Yeah.
Yeah, those. They were really cute. They're tiny and pink, and they were clinging to little, like, seaweeds and things, and it was really cute. They were really, really cute. What else did I see? I got to see some clownfish. I got to see lots of Nemos and Dories.
Nemos and Dories? Okay, fair.
And then I got to see other pretty fishies that had lots of stripes and colors. And then there's some giant fish that had like big mouths, and we're like, no.
Okay, like great that you give an audio representation of what they do.
Yeah, so it's really fun and cute, and we were getting really excited, and there's like little things that you can crawl underneath to like actually sit underneath the tanks. That was really cool. And then we walked into like, how they aquariums have like the tunnel things where like you're walking through the tank, but like you can see all around you. We did that, and there's like giant sea turtles, lots of fossils, the manatees, and there was just sharks and everything. And giant fat catfish.
I think you're just gonna stop at cat in water?
Oh, and they had lobster tanks too, which were creepy because I think lobsters are creepy too.
Oh, but they're delicious.
No.
They got good meat. They got good.
See, this is why like I should be like, I don't know. I should be like a vegetarian, but only for sea creatures because I don't like them. I don't like to eat them, but I love them.
But lobsters,
and they should be protected.
A shit ton of cholesterol.
Ew, no.
Like cholesterol.
No, eggs give you cholesterol too. Okay.
Yeah, but lobster gives the bad cholesterol.
Oh my god.
I think it's cholesterol. I'm pretty sure it's cholesterol.
Anywho's, it was cute and fun, and then.
Ooh, big hump.
What the heck happened? What?
My dad just about to leave. I was like, yeah, I'm staying home.
Well, then like kind of in that same area, there's like a big shopping center that apparently opened up not too long ago in Trafford of Manchester. And so we went to the Trafford Center, and that mall is so fucking beautiful. Daryl, you would like it because it's a lot of like.
Is that like one of the biggest malls in the UK?
Yeah.
There we go. I remember randomly looking at the list.
The Into Trafford Center.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
It's really pretty. It has like a lot of Roman architecture, And then like the food court area is called the Orient, which is probably very fucking racist.
Just a wee
Um,
bit.
but again, it is the UK, and
Yeah.
anything from the East is the Orient.
To them, yeah.
History, my friends. But like the food court was like styled like very like Middle Eastern Indian style.
Mm.
And they even had one part dedicated to like Egypt, so like they had like all the hieroglyphs and like yeah, it was just really pretty and so stunning. And the best moment ever was I was waiting for my food or like I was eating for my food at the table while as you went to go get more food,
Mm-hmm.
and they start singing "A Million Dreams" from The Greatest Showman, the movie, and then like they had the karaoke up, and there were like a ton of
Okay.
us singing it out loud, and it was great. A million dreams are keeping me awake. Yes, it's so good. It's a good time. Azure and I went to Build-A-Bear and we got the exact same little bear.
Oh.
It's like the old-fashioned kind of like teddy bears,
Right.
and we got the baby versions and they're twinsies and they're cute. They're so cute.
I was about to run and say, I don't think I've ever been to Build a Bear. No, that's a lie.
That should be a lie. That's a childhood pastime. Um, what else did we do? We went by Old Trafford Stadium lots because my favorite soccer team plays there, and it was great. I didn't get to stop and take a picture though, but
Aw.
if I can't sell my ticket before the 24th of April, I'm taking like 2 days off of work and going to Manchester for a football game.
I'll just
Because
lose the money
fuck
and
it.
just go with it. Because YOLO.
YOLO bitch. So yeah, I might be going back up there, and then if I go back up there, I can go see the corn exchange, which is like literally it used to be a corn exchange where they exchanged corn for like money
Years of
and to
corn for
survive and
money.
food like years ago.
Damn.
But now it's kind of been transformed into like hotels, shopping, and food and things. So I want to go there.
Sounds like
And then
fun.
I didn't get a chance to go to Coronation Street because we just spent so much time in that like one part of Manchester, which I was okay with because it was Trafford, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, yes.
Damn.
Um, but I didn't get a chance to go to Coronation Street either, or Corn
So,
Exchange.
I mean, I guess I got a question for you.
Yeah,
How different is London to Manchester in terms of, I guess, the vibe?
London's prettier. I mean, okay, well, Manchester's cool because like you can definitely tell like the 18th century like industrial part of it.
Right, because it's north.
Like you can definitely get that like scene vibes because there's lots of like little mini rivers and like lots of pipes and like
Right.
definitely like a lot of industrial kind of vibe to parts of it.
That's what
Um,
England was back then.
and then yeah, and then there's also like cute little like squares and stuff, which is really nice. But it's kind of makes me sad a little bit, but I kind of like it over here in London a bit better. Like when I came home
Mm-hmm.
Sunday night, like I immediately like felt like here's the pretty city. Here's the more green and like the more vibrant and the more colorful London.
Right.
Not saying that Manchester doesn't have those parts, but like predominantly London seems a little bit more brighter and colorful, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Others probably wouldn't share that. It's kind of like how many people tell me in Spain that they love Barcelona versus Madrid, or they like Madrid versus Barcelona.
mm-hmm.
Same thing.
Because they're like, their cities like those two cities obviously have their own characteristics. I was just wondering. I was like, compared to like London, how is it like comparative wise?
It's easier to get around.
I mean, London. I mean, it ain't that big as
Their
London.
cute little metro system, their cute little four-zone metro system compared to London's nine. Easier to get around a little bit. I don't know.
It's
I
all
didn't
subjective
hate
still in
it.
the end. So
I didn't hate it, but I didn't fall in love with it like I did with London or Barcelona or Malaga or other places I've been to.
right, okay.
It didn't capture my heart.
But you'd say
Although,
it's a place you should visit.
yes, you should definitely visit and do like the cool touristy things because I mean, touristy things are cool.
I mean, yeah, you always want to do the touristy things, and maybe sometimes the local
Uh,
things if there is one or some, which there are usually.
Yeah, there's like lots of shopping. Like that's another thing too about Madrid. Oh my god, that's another cool thing about Manchester is that there are like shopping centers all around, like in the greater Manchester area. So like I think there's like a shopping center in like three of the greater Manchester areas.
Wow.
Like there's one in Bury, there's one in well, of course there's like the Trafford one in Manchester in Trafford, and I think there's another big one as well.
Hmm.
So yeah, you want to do some shopping? There you go. Well, mind you, London has the same stuff, but not. It's just more spread out.
Right. It's not as condensed as like, or well, other way around, huh?
Yeah. But yeah, it was really good though and fun. But I have to go back and finish up those touristy things. Definitely.
Right.
And plus, I gotta go back because I mean, I got a friend that lives there, so.
You have an excuse.
Uh huh. And just kind of like how Ozzy needs to come back to London at some point, so I can take her over the Thames River, as well as see Buckingham Palace. The
Ever
things
since
that
you
I
guys are
was
gonna at
kind
least
of.
meet up one more time, huh?
Oh, we plan on. Well, her birthday is that May week that you were supposed to come up.
Right. I really don't realize I forgot about that shit.
I think her and I might spend a few days in Wales on the beach
Ooh.
for her birthday, and then take her, and then we're gonna drag her back to Manchester, or drag her back to London, and do like those two things, like the Thames and Buckingham Palace, and then I'll take her back that weekend, that last weekend to Manchester, and do the last things that I need to do.
Nice.
Yeah, we just gotta plan it all out and stuff. What else has happened? My God, a lot. My dudes, the coolest part about my job so far in this entire fucking year, I got to go on a field trip to Oxford University.
That I am honestly jealous.
I couldn't believe my eyes, cause like, well, the thing is about Oxford is that there's 35 different. The university itself is made up of 35 different colleges.
Right.
So technically, we didn't see all of Oxford University. We saw one college that was part of it, which was kind of a letdown, but it was actually a pretty college and pretty campus, so it wasn't too bad. But like we couldn't go to the other ones because like most of the program was in that one. So.
Right.
But and so some of the students are kind of disappointed because they wanted to see like the Oxford that they know from movies and television shows, but.
You wanted to see the insides of everything.
Yeah, well, we saw the insides of this college, but it just wasn't what like was portrayed on TV.
Right.
But no, it was still like a super gorgeous area, and the building itself was one of the older buildings out of the entire university. And the gardens were so stunning and pretty, and it was great.
That's something that definitely needs to be maintained. At least they know how to maintain it.
Oh, Oxford is one of the oldest oldest known and proven schools in the entire world.
Right.
It has records dating 1096.
I was about to say all the way back from the Crusades, except I feel like I'm wrong.
That was. What do you mean by Crusades?
Like the time era Crusades. Shit. Well, trying to.
Well, 1066 was the year that England stuff happened with England. I can't remember. Like a lot of like.
Oh, the invasion of England. I think.
Yeah, kind of. Well, it was like the Norman leaders and stuff like that came in, and it brought French to the English language, and then lots of things changed and shifted from anywhere. History of the English language.
Like,
you guys don't need to hear that. History of the English language. You don't need to know that.
But then, like the more bigger things is like Renaissance, plague.
Well, 1096 is 1096 definitely way pre.
Yeah.
Renaissance.
Oh, definitely. But probably the bigger times would be those times.
Yeah.
I'm trying to recall anything from at least the early 10th centuries and such, through aside from the.
It was the Norman conquest. I believe 1066 in England. Oh shit! What happened? Yes, no, that's a really good question. What happened in England in 66? The Battle of Hastings was fought. Right. Yeah, see, the Norman invasion. I knew this. I was
Good, because I
when
wouldn't. I wouldn't know it as much as you
the Battle of Hastings was fought on the 14th of October 1066 between the Norman French army of William, the Duke of Normandy, so from France,
would. Right.
and an English army under the Anglo-Saxon King Harold Godwinson. And it began the Norman conquest of England, which brought French into the English language. Harold was promised kingship. He got the kingship, but unfortunately he got a little cocky and wanted to take over not only the southern England, but north as well, so all up into Scotland and things like that. So he started to fight up there, and the Normans were like, hey, this is our chance. And started to invade the south and totally just fucked over the entire English army.
Right.
30 years later, our first school was created in Oxford.
There it is.
There you go. Some history for y'all. You're welcome. I am a teacher. I'm tired. I is a teacher. But yeah, so that was really cool. And it's funny because, like, it seems like only the rich people go to, like, universities like Oxford or Cambridge and, like, straight A+ students and things like that. But really, if you work hard enough, anyone can go to Oxford.
I mean,
because if you think about it, there's 35 different independent colleges you can apply to.
right.
You don't have to apply to just the university itself. And you can really gear, and here in the UK at least, you can really gear your GCSE qualifications to what you want to take in university.
Right.
Same with your 6th level, or 6th form, or A level. So there's 2 qualifications, and it's not like a diploma like we do in North America. It's just GCSE qualification was just like, congratulations, you survived the basic school. And then it's the A levels of just like, now you're ready for university.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's university.
That is the fun part.
Yeah, so basically you just gotta work hard in the subjects that you're really passionate about, and then you can go and get a degree in them at Oxford. Right. You just have to make sure you meet the requirements. So some of them are like, you need 2 A's and like a C in maths. Which is like funny because I'm like, I don't mind getting a C in maths. Fuck you, maths. But yeah, so it was kind of cool to kind of like look at the program stuff and seeing that like, oh, this could have been easily attainable.
Right.
But yeah.
I wonder if...
And I looked to see if I could do a master's there because I was curious.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with
that. Yeah, no, I didn't have a high enough GPA. No.
Damn.
But damn it, this is kind of like why I hate television and media. Hey, look, topic. Because they portray these universities as like, you can never get into them unless you made for money or have been like, I don't know, like a descendant from someone who's already been to those universities. Blah 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 blah.
Oh really?
Well, like, that's just, like, how it's always seemed like those top universities, like, you can never get into.
Right.
Unless you, like, have connections to get into it. That's how it was always portrayed.
Oh, interesting. Oops. Wrong gear.
Wait, I'm talking to someone who doesn't watch movies or TV. Never mind. Damn it, Daryl, now you need to watch Gossip Girl. Just kidding. But kind of not kidding.
I mean, I could kind of see that, actually, now that you mention it.
Because, like, basically North America's version would be, like, Yale, Harvard, Brown.
Stanford.
Yeah, Stanford, Princeton.
Ivy League colleges.
Ivy League, yeah, exactly. Basically, it's just, like, it's impossible to get into.
Right.
Unless you have the money for it and you're, like, someone in your family's been there before. Oxford and Cambridge are, like, portrayed the same way over here.
Okay.
But if you realize that all you need to reach is, like, getting like 2 A levels and like a C, or 2 A levels and a B, and like your subject areas that you want to move on to, it's totally obtainable.
Right. And if you can excel, you can probably get in for free. I don't know so much how
they have, and because they are such top-rated universities here, they have lots of money.
Right. Okay.
To give out for scholarships.
I was about to say, I was like, I wonder like how easy to get a scholarship. Okay, there we go.
Now the real facts is that 16% of the 60% of the students at Oxford are from low socioeconomic backgrounds.
Right.
So only 16% are. But that's because no one knows how easy it is to actually get into Oxford. Because of how everything is always portrayed.
Right.
So thanks, media.
I mean,
and thanks.
all you gotta do is if you know how to get the financial aid, it's not hard to get into any college, really. Cough, cough, sniff, sniff.
True. And I mean, depending on the college you go to, most of them are really, really helpful and really friendly.
Yeah.
The only thing that for me, I wish that I never knew that I would amount to like going to big universities like that. So I just kind of didn't try. But like now that I look back, I look at all of that stuff now, like especially at being at a big school like Oxford, I was like, damn it, I probably should have. I could try harder.
Right.
Like Daryl, there's like programs that I looked into, like the postgraduate, or I looked at the graduate programs for, and I'm like, damn Daryl, like you could do this. You could come to Oxford and do your master's here easily.
Right.
With how your GPA ended up, you fucking nerd.
I mean, I could technically go in master's program. I'm just not ready to take in.
No, I know. I'm not. This wasn't me pushing you to say that, but I'm just like sitting there looking at like the GPA requirements. And
Oh
I'm like,
yeah.
Daryl could do those. he did school right.
I guess.
Well, I mean, see, I don't know. You did like the academic part of school, right? I did the volunteering and making myself a well-rounded student part, right?
Yeah, you got your connections. I just did grades. Like really.
Yeah.
But you know.
To be fair, though, we both failed at the social aspect of it. Yay!
Yeah. But you're at least a little bit more ahead than me in terms of that prospect.
What do you mean? I have no friends back in Canada.
But true, I guess.
Careful, Daryl. Careful. Yes, online world, I got this shit on lockdown.
That's fair.
Real life. You're funny.
Damn.
Although I have gotten a bit of a social life here in London, more so than I ever did at home. Like, I go out and play D&D Tuesday nights down at the Barbican, which is halfway across the fucking London, I swear, or the world, it feels like. Huh? D&D at the Barbican.
Wow.
Yeah, we do that every Tuesday.
Damn.
And it's a really good group of people. And this past Tuesday, we had like 12 people there. And so, like, whenever we host D&D sessions and stuff like that, I'm gonna help co-DM now.
Nice.
Yeah, so Tim and I are gonna, like, co-conspire on this lovely world that we're creating. I know, it's fun, it's nerdy. And then, like, tomorrow night, oh my god, I got lots to go on. Daryl, I'm so tired this week, but I'm pushing myself. Ugh.
What you doing?
Here we go. Tomorrow I have Breakfast Club at Stanley Avenue.
Right.
As I do Breakfast Club at that fucking school now. Well, yay. And then I do Homework Club after work. And then I'm going to drinks and a like end of term party with the one agency that I'm going to be joining.
Wait.
And I get to meet the coordinators of them, and it's going to be cool. And the consultant that I'm going to meet with that works on the West End here and kind of like in Wembley, he's going to be there, and we're going to talk because he might have potential position available for me.
This is news to me.
I know. Breaking
news to me. I can't wait to talk about this after.
Yes, and that's the guy that I was going to call tonight, but it didn't quite work out.
Ah, damn.
But I'm going to call him tomorrow at lunch. On my lunch break, so haha. Look at that, Daryl. Me giving up my lunch break tomorrow. It's fine. So I'm going to go into that in the evening. Then afterwards, one of the D&D people we just met on Tuesday invited us to go for birthday drinks at her place at like 11.
Wow, holy shit, you got a busy Friday.
Yeah, literally my day starts at 5:15 in the morning. And we'll be going till the wee hours in the morning.
I mean, all I gotta say through all that, have fun. Power through work and have fun for the rest.
Hell yes. So, yeah, it's gonna be great. So I see social life, Daryl. I'm trying.
Hey, you're doing well. Well, at least what I'm hearing, you're doing well.
Yeah, and I'm hoping I can meet some really cool people at the thing tomorrow night.
Oh yeah.
hmm yeah. Other news. Honestly, there's not much I want to kind of share in the stream.
Right.
Um,
Oh, there is one thing. I remember you telling me because you were talking about Breakfast Club ever so slightly, what you're doing tomorrow. And I remember having this conversation with you earlier this week, but I'm still kind of bothered by it. I don't know why. I just am.
okay.
By the things that being served to students on Breakfast Club.
it
I'm still bothered that they get to have croissant. I don't, you know what I mean. I don't know. It's just like a slight first world problem in a way.
is very
It's very first world problem.
Okay,
serving
let me break it down
croissants?
for
Come
you
on.
guys. Let me break it down. Daryl, this Mr. Spam guy, the streamer, he thinks that croissants are like for a very like posh breakfast and like very like fancy thing. And like in North America, they totally are. Like whenever like you have croissants, you're like, oh, ooh.
Like
It's
here
a
you have
delicacy.
toast
It's like a
or
delicacy.
biscuits.
Toast, biscuits, cereals,
English muffin.
waffles, English muffins,
A breakfast
yogurt.
pizza.
No, that's posh.
Wait,
That's too
really?
fancy. That's too fancy for me.
Okay, fair.
I prefer like eggs, omelets, bacon, toast, that kind of regular like breakfast things.
No.
That's
Like
fancy.
at least in terms of school lunch. The regular lunch, I don't really care as lunch. Breakfast.
Oh, if school lunch is no, it's usually something really simple. And to be fair, our school's lunch is still, our school breakfast is still simple. Like it's just you have the choice of like cereal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, they do Rice Krispies weird.
Do they?
Yeah, you know how we would sprinkle sugar on our Rice Krispies?
Sure.
You've never sprinkled sugar on your Rice Krispies?
I don't actually.
Okay. Well, then this is gonna weird you out further. They put syrup.
Okay, that is just fucking weird.
They put syrup on the Rice Krispies, then they pour pour milk on it.
They pour milk. I want to try that now.
Right? And it's not maple syrup though. It's like just
Table
whatever
syrup,
shit
right?
syrup they have.
Yeah, table syrup.
Yeah.
I still want to try that though. That sounds interesting.
And it's just like so weird. I don't know. And then they have like Weetabix. So they have like Rice Krispies and then Weetabix cereal.
I don't know
know
why
if you know.
Weetabix sounds like Wheaties, but I'm pretty sure I'm wrong.
You know like the Puff Wheats?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Think about like all those mini little Puff Wheats and then picture them all together into like two big ones that they kind of break down with the milk.
The fuck?
Yeah, it's weird. I would never eat that. And then there's bananas, apples, and then there's the croissants, and then toast, and then they have the choice of hot chocolate, some kind of orange juice, and some kind of like, I'm pretty sure it's cranberry juice or something like that. And that's Breakfast Club, so they
It's
tell
not too bad. I'm just a little bit surprised about croissant.
They're so cheap though here.
Are they?
Yeah.
How much?
I can get like a pack of 8 for £1.
I need money to go to the UK, I swear.
And then like plus in like cafes and things like that, it's usually £1 for a croissant too.
That's like cheap.
And like a regular coffee, like a flat white or Americano, is like £1.20, £1.40.
Oh, see, that's not that bad. Actually, that's pretty. That's
So
actually pretty cheap.
breakfasts here are usually less than £3.
Yeah, but see, that's not that bad. Here, you buy a croissant, it'd be like $2.25. USD.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. UK baby. That's why. But that's the difference there. You see that even economically, because like economically, there's a difference.
Right.
I was like how croissants is like a delicacy in America because it's much more expensive to get that as an option for breakfast. Whereas over here, it's cheaper to get like a croissant
Right.
than it would be for like a muffin.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
They're oddly priced the same way here. Well, at least the croissant to a muffin. Sometimes.
I
But I
suppose.
don't know how much a muffin is worth over there, so.
I don't know. I don't get muffins that often when I can get croissants every time.
No, wait. Okay, curious. What kind of croissant? A plain croissant or something filled?
I like to get the chocolate and vanilla filled
Ooh,
ones.
wait. There's vanilla filled. What? I want to try that.
Oh yeah, you can also get like a bag of like mini croissants, like the mini baby croissants for like £1. And they have an expiry date of like 1 week.
But that I believe because French pastries doesn't really last that long per se.
But I mean, like, it's really good because you can't ever just have one mini croissant.
Oh, I
You
bet.
usually have like five.
Oh, I bet.
And like they have different ones. There's like cream flavored ones, cream filling ones, there's chocolate and vanilla ones, there's just chocolate ones, there's vanilla ones, there's like butterscotch, there's like so many different kinds.
Right.
UK baby. Ooh.
I want some now. I'm actually getting hungry after this. I might get some food right after this stream, actually.
Sounds good.
Um, but I'm almost there. We're almost done if I don't crash into like fucking thing and destroy my truck once again because I've been destroying my truck this whole
Well,
stream.
what else is there in my life? My goodness, I don't know.
You got a trip again, like I said before, like 2 weeks ago on your drink. You still got a trip, and it's really coming close.
It is. I am going to be going to Berlin, Germany on the 11th of April to the 16th of April, so 5 days. Lovely Germany, Berlin. I'm going to be going to a convention on the 13th and 14th. It's
Oh,
TwitchCon,
the
so hi
TwitchCon.
Twitch.
Whoever's going to TwitchCon, brother, please go meet up with Dragon and give her a hug.
Yeah, if I only knew that many Europeans. That's all good. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. And then like literally the 11th, 12th, 15th, and 16th are like me wandering around and seeing Berlin.
Right.
So you bet your bottom dollar's ass that I'm going to see the Berlin Wall or whatever's left of it.
Ooh.
And I'm going to see the Reichstag.
Shit, what's the Reichstag?
It was the basically like the House of Commons or like German like
Ah, okay.
government building during World War II.
Okay.
The Reichstag, the Third Reich. I want to go to lots of museums, hopefully, and just German history because I want to see. Everybody always tells me that when they go to Germany, I guess not so much in Berlin, but everywhere else,
Right.
they really like own up to their history and like their mistakes and their faults. So you see a lot of it everywhere.
Huh.
And I kind of want to see how true that is, even if it's not so much in Berlin. I kind of just want to see it.
Right.
Like they really like own up to their history.
Yeah.
Like saying that like, yeah, we really fucked up.
Right.
But look at how far we've come. That's kind of how
Hey,
they've
you
done
learn
it.
from your
Whereas,
mistakes
like,
and improve in life. So.
although apparently like Europe is just going back to like far right movements and stuff now. That's politics for another day, another time.
Yep. And I just
But
had deja vu when you were just explaining that. I'm just looking at my
yay!
screen, playing this game with the wheel, and then having my iPad as a speedometer, and then everything is just going, holy shit.
Oh boy. Um, but yeah. So history. I want to see how they do it because like in North America, it's very much like hush hush. We don't talk about that.
Right.
Like a lot of people don't know that Canada was just as bad as the States in some cases during World War One and Two.
Right.
And like Chinese internment camps, Japanese internment camps, and Italian internment camps, and Ukrainian. Yeah, we have our bad shitty history, but we don't publicize it because it's like, what? No, we're good, kind people. What? Don't talk about that.
It's like basically for any other country. You just have to go into the deep roots, and then you hear about all the shit they've done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm living in England. Do we want to trace back to all the shit they've done in this world? No.
I mean,
Because that would take a whole other stream.
I mean, that's for another time, and that's for a damn history lesson, like that you should probably look into.
Yeah, because history is interesting. And make sure if you want to look at the English history of the world, you don't just look at it from an English perspective because you're going to get a very, very biased part of
Every
history.
is biased in its own nature, but yeah, like you wanna look at it now.
But like honestly though, like if you look if you look at English history and what they teach you, my goodness, it's quite biased and very like pro Britain, woohoo. But if you really, really want to get a sense of the history of England or Britain and their influences on other countries, look at the countries that they've influenced.
American history. I fucking hate the Prince so but I mean, I'm not really.
Tea in the harbor.
Tea in the harbor, yep.
And then there's Canada that's like, yeah, England's cool and all. But, that French.
Oh, yeah. You got the buckles with the French. We got the buckles
We got the French and, well, because of recent years and stuff like that and constant movements to reconcile with the Aboriginal people. We have a good movement of that. Australia apparently is trying to as well, but they haven't reached as far as Canada.
Save for another time, per se. I do want to, it's interesting, because I don't hear so much about us here in America. Though probably because of some Indian laws that were passed decades ago, that some have been content with it.
I don't know, or
aside from like a handful of incidents,
or the government down there is just like hush hush.
I mean, they did provide them with everything because they have sovereign immunity.
Yeah, look at that. There you go.
That might be why, because for like just a little brief history of the United States, if I recall correctly, it was like about sometime in the mid 20th century, right after World War II. I think about it. There's some debacle about American Indians and Indian tribes across America, and I think it was maybe 60s or 70s, like somewhere around that time, they actually did pass a law that gives basically whoever's still of the Indian heritage more or less gives sovereign immunity in their own land they live in.
Yeah, cool. What's that like?
So they could do basically whatever. They're not directly controlled with the federal government and or the state government, I think, if I remember correctly. But definitely federal government, like no hands. Like they can't do much. So they have full control of whatever they want to do. Hence why that most Indians, at least in the California area, has opened up a shit ton of casinos.
Which you take advantage of.
Yeah, right. Because it's a way to make money. That's a really fast way to make money. And plus, since they are a sovereign tribe, they have their land. That's sovereign land. Government can't control it. So, they could do whatever they want, more or less. Obviously, they can't overthrow the government or anything. There's some rules to it. I don't know what.
Or like murder people.
No.
Or like violate basic human rights.
Yeah, like you still gotta follow the basic human rights as every other part of the world should. Should. But
we're gonna get back into that political discourse bullshit.
But I've heard that they do have they can do basically whatever they want in their own land. Like they don't. The government doesn't have a say on it. But there has been a handful of incidents about it, mainly because of
Chicago Blackhawks.
That one I don't ever heard. I forgot about that.
They wanted to change their name because the Blackhawks doesn't belong to.
Right. I remember that one.
It doesn't belong to capitalistic entertainment.
But like the more bigger one that I know was the Trans-America pipeline.
Well,
that went through quite a bit. That goes through a bit of sovereign land, especially.
You should hear to see what's going on between Alberta and BC.
So.
Oh God, sorry, yawning. Wow, I'm tired.
So I guess we managed to resolve it. It's just a matter of everyone else. I don't know. I can't say that. I can't really say that myself because I'm not a native. In the bigger sense, I'm not a native.
Aboriginals.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think I like Aboriginals either. The indigenous peoples.
Indigenous. There we
go.
It still
the
sounds
proper
bad
political term
in some contexts.
But it's not Indian. It's
Fair.
Not Native. It's not First Nation, and it's not Aboriginal. Aboriginal is actually so horrible.
Aboriginal sounds bad, but Indigenous still sounds just as bad. Just in the term.
But Indigenous is actually a very old term. Oh God, I don't want to go into this. Never mind. Let's not go into
I
this.
sometimes hear negative connotation in that word.
There's a negative connotation no matter how you address people based on their race or ethnicity.
Fair point. But yeah, so there's.
Yeah, you Filipino. Sorry.
Yeah, you can. Damn it.
You
I
Canadian.
forgot what your majority aside from Canadian. Well,
Well, you could say you a white Caucasian female.
thank you. I was like, I wasn't so sure. It's like, shit.
Yeah, there you go. White Caucasian female.
Any case.
Are you like at your destination yet?
I've been. I already repaired my truck. I just wanted to get into that little blurb about the Indian stuff.
I'm not watching your stream, so.
Yeah, I know. I'm over. But yeah, that's how life goes.
Tis the way life and history works.
Yeah, you live, you power through, you live on, and try not to die.
You'll just live for as long as you can.
Because you only live once.
Hey.
And because of that, I'm gonna be in the stream now. Terrible transition, but you know I'm always good for terrible transitions. But thank you guys for coming for Truck and Talk Thursday. Thank you, Dragon, for being a co-host for this week. For this week.
Yeah, no worries. I didn't know if you were speaking English there for a moment, so my brain had to process
either.
what
My
you
mind was
just
just
said.
like.
That's exactly what it sounded like.
Really? Yeah. No, I heard it too. I heard that too in my mouth. I was just like, what the fuck am I talking about? Again, thank you again, Juggy, for joining. I didn't update the link still for you. Well, I gotta. Yeah. So go follow me on YouTube. I do post this on VODs. I do post VODs in here. Go follow me on Twitter. Insta. I guess. What are things? Dragon. That's still old. I need to fix. I have your coffee link in there though. I know. No, that's me. No, that's you. Shit! I know what channel I put everything into. I swear. I haven't done like other links aside from myself for the past few weeks. Coffee derp. It's okay. I'm very derp right now. But yeah, go follow her. I'll create a new one. I'll create a new one for you. Hold on. Lame. I know. It's very late. I did not. Maybe I was about to say maybe I should open a coffee for myself. Nah, I don't want to. I don't need it. Yes.
I do and don't.
I know you need it
more. Nah.
Yeah.
Only maybe to clear up my poor Canadian account.
Oh no.
But I'm not going into that right now. That's for this nerd to ask me questions about going.
Wait, I could actually.
Apparently, there's a coffee festival going on in London right now.
There's a what?
There's a coffee festival going on in London right now.
Wait, I wanna go.
Well, too late. You're not coming, so. Plus, it's this weekend, and I wish I could go, but I'm too busy this weekend.
Okay, I think I typed that out correctly. Wait. Why did I put the A? That's the Y. I keep forgetting about the other Y.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I was like, why does this look weird to me? Because it does look weird, Carol. You didn't. I'm still gonna use that command. Oh shit, that command though. But it's updated aside from YouTube. We'll edit that one day.
How is it updated? Oh, Twitch.
Twitch and Twitter.
All right, you silky. You should delete the YouTube and put in the coffee.
I'll delete the YouTube right now.
The coffee or my merch. I do merch too, guys. What? I have lots of things because I do lots of things. I haven't done lots of things recently, but I do lots of things.
Is it Kodash FY? FI? I
forgot. What?
For coffee. To your Twitter. I'm just fucking grabbing from your Twitter right now.
It might be faster if you go to Discord.
Nah,
Oh, also, I have a Discord.
You do have a Discord.
Guys, I have things and an itty bitty community, and it's cute.
That did not work. What the fuck? Oh, that's why. Oh, that's not it either.
He's breaking everything.
Click on the damn link. That might be helpful. There you go. Jesus Christ, help me. Yes, I'm still doing this and I'm still streaming. That's okay, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, also follow her there too on her merch and stuff. She has really good merch.
By a talented artist named Ro.
Ooh, yeah, that's true.
But yes, we should say goodnight and not plug everything in the entire world.
Again. But yeah, you guys have a great night, day, wherever you are. I'll see you guys Monday for... I have a slight idea of what I want to stream. I'll have to look at it again.
Undertale. Undertale.
Maybe. We'll see.
He's gonna say that forever.
For the time being, I don't know.
And actually, you know what? Since you're gonna see him Monday, why don't you guys come and see me Saturday evening, my time?
Yes, you're streaming Saturday.
At 8 p.m. GMT time,
So that's
which would be
1
like
p.m. PST, 4 p.m. EST? EDT?
yes, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come watch me stream my first stream of Night in the Woods. I'm taking a page out of this dork's book and gonna stream that.
Oh shit, please do better than me. Pick the route. I wonder what route you're gonna pick.
It'll be fun and derpy. It'll be great.
Oh, you're gonna have
So
a
yes,
fun
I'll be
time.
streaming Saturday after I do 3 hours of D&D.
You be busy Saturday.
Yeah, we're gonna do I got lots to do this weekend, my friends, but I will be live on the internet on a Saturday.
Yep, so again, do follow her on Twitch. I'm pretty sure I typed that correctly. I'm pretty sure that's typed correctly.
Yeah.
So go follow her there. She'll be streaming Saturday. So if you're watching this on VOD, it already passed because I post this on Tuesday. Or I tried to post this on Tuesday.
Well, don't worry. If I have it my way, I'll be streaming every Saturday.
What are you, BK? No, Burger King is my way. Shit, I forgot. Have it your way.
What you're talking about. Have it your way. Have it your way this Saturday over on Mythical Dragons channel.
Anywho, I hope you guys have a great day, night, wherever the hell you are. Go tune in for her Saturday, or tune in for me Monday, or tune in for more Truck and Talk Thursdays. There'll be 2 more, and then I'll be on a 4-week break.
No.
We'll see then. So, yes, yeah.
Good night.
I'll see you guys, and have a great time. This is Family, says Dragon over there.
Night.
See ya. One of the most awkward endings ever, but you know what? I do it every time. I realize my camera is flipped. Poop. Okay, bye.